the US, and then right now that everything is being delayed tremendously. So just to be on the safe side, if you open a studio in 2022, my recommendation is to order your machines now, like this month or next month, just because I keep getting more and more and more news. And that's not just also from a US manufacturer. We also manufacture in Vietnam, and we also manufacture in China, and it's the same story there. There's just shortages everywhere. So unfortunately, we're impacted by that. So if you are going to open a studio this year, really open. Give yourself 6, 7, 8 months, honestly, for the machines. I don't want to be in that position where people say, "Well, you told me," because sometimes people we go back and forth on the emails for 30 days, 60 days. Then they order the machines, and they're like, "Well, I thought we were going to get them 3 months from 2 months ago." It's like, no. Okay, it's when you put a deposit. But the thing is this: it's just give yourself plenty of time to order the machines. I think after this year we'll be fine, but this is going to be the final stride because we continue having a bunch of delays. Last month, everybody at the factory got sick from COVID. So in December, there was very little work done. But again, for those of you who've placed order in November or October, what did I say? I say, don't count on December. December is always a dead month because people get sick. If they don't get COVID, they have the flu. If they don't have the flu, they get whatever. So here we are. So give yourself plenty of time because I hate to be in that position and then be this and piss off licensees for things that I really do not have any control over. So I sent that email today. We're at 20 weeks, but I might as well say 40 weeks. Just give yourself plenty of time when it comes to the machines. Okay. In terms of machines, since we're talking about the production time. Really, the 3 machines that are coming out this year one is the Evo 2, which I don't have right here because of Todd. Thank you. And so, again, thank you very much. And the Evo 2, I'm very excited to talk about it because the Evo 2 is going to have the remote control spring change. I want to launch the remote control spring change with the Evo 2. I'm not going to launch it without it. But you will be able to order your machines with the remote control spring change. But that really makes no sense to you right now. You have to see it in action. It's phenomenal. So because we have the remote control spring change, we are now going to evolve to Lagree 2.0. And I'm going to write a new course. Yay for me. New training course, Lagree 2.0. Because what happens when you don't have to wait for people to change the springs. And by the way, the technology has been in use here for over a year now, the warehouse. It's working phenomenally well. That I would say that Todd has done a good job with electronic. Todd and other people that I've hired done a great job with electronic. So I feel very happy and I'm very excited to introduce a new product because the Evo 2 also has a special look to it and there's tons of light on the machines, right? So anyway, we're supposed to have one today, don't have it, cannot talk about Lagree 2.0 yet, but it's going to be literally, there's just, for all of you guys who worry about copycats or copy this or whatever, I'm telling you, once you have that technology, the lightning, whether it's on the Evo 2.0 or it's on another type of megaformer, you don't have to worry about this because you are imprenable, you're just, that's it. You're just, it's impossible. The sequence cannot be replicated unless you have exactly that technology. So it's freaking amazing. There's no transition time anymore. So anyway, can I talk about the Evo 2? I will talk about Lagree 2.0 in a minute. We have 2 of the machines coming out this year, the Mini and the Mini Pro. So right behind me, I have a Mini. And so this is the Micro. Okay, right over here. This is your Micro, whoops, and that's my mic falling off, okay? So you have the Micro, and then right behind it, you have the Mini, right here. So the Mini is slightly behind, right over here. You can also, by the way, well, this one kind of works. You also have wheels on this one, and you can also wheel around if you want to. The Mini and the Mini Pro is going to come, I think, in a week or 2. So I think that once we have the Mini Pro and the Evo 2, I will do another Zoom and then I'll kind of explain a little bit those machines. The Mini is a slightly bigger version of the Micro. You can see it right behind me. It's got a bigger platform, the bigger carriage. It's a heavier machine, so it's not. I'm not going to really do like mini events like I do with the Micro. I might do a couple here outside my HQ because we can roll them out on the lawn and then do an event there. But these are not the Mini and the Mini Pro are not machines. They're not machines I'm going to bring to an event. I'll continue to do the events with the Micro. I think the Mini and the Mini Pro are going to be very successful, especially for licensees, because one thing that I noticed over the years, I mean, I've been making machines that are more and more sophisticated, bigger and bigger, and greater and heavier and more expensive. But the problem is this: most studio spaces are very small. So I decided to do the Mini and the Mini Pro. The Mini really more for the consumer side, and the Mini Pro more for the commercial side. But you can have a studio with a Micro and then do really well. You can do a studio with the Mini or Mini Pro, right? So that's up to you how you want to use those machines, either at home or for a commercial reason. That's up to you. Once the Mini Pro is here, you'll see it's about the same size as a Megaformer. So an M2 is about 125 inches long, and the Mini Pro is about 117 inches long. So it's only about, if my math is correct, it's only about 8 inches shorter. So it's pretty much the same as an M2. But the difference is this, the price. Okay, so first of all, I don't make the M2 and the M2S, courtesy of Solidcore for copying my shit right and left. So I decided to discontinue the M2 because I didn't want to be associated with those idiots. So now we have the Mini and the Mini Pro. I will have toward the end of the year, but not right now, but at the end of the year, we will have a kit to bring basically the Mini and the Mini Pro up to about the height of a Mega. So for those who want to open a studio with those machines, but they want to hire up, we will have that option available for you. But we do not have the extensions yet, okay, or the kit, the lift kit. Right now, they're all flat on the ground. But that will be coming for the Mini and the Mini Pro. And again, I'll go more in details about these machines once I have the machines with me. It'll be easier for you instead of talking like this. Talking about the ramp. So talking about the machine, I'm going to talk about the ramp. So that's the ramp 3.0, but it might as well be the ramp 12.0 at this point because I've been working on this guy for literally 10 fucking years. So 10 years working on this fucking ramp. And the reason why I've done this is because the future, guys, I know you love your Proformer. Some of you still operate the Proformer. You love your M2, you love your M2S, you love your M3, M3S. But look at what's happening around the world. We're the number one method on ClassPass, or we were, at least in 2019, copied right and left, courtesy of, you know who. And so I'm always thinking ahead, not because it's the evolution, it's the method. The method needs to evolve, right? So I'm going toward the electronics because all these idiots copying me, they only want to copy the inexpensive parts. Oh, he's got another platform on the back. I'm going to put a platform on the back. Oh, he's got a couple handles, or he put some dildos on his machines. I'm going to use his dildos and put them on my machine as well, okay? Whatever, all right? The reality is that those guys will never go into the realm of the digital area because it is a nightmare. I have spent a lot of money, a lot of time, obviously 10 years. I don't know how many millions of dollars I've spent developing this stupid fucking ramp, but I got to tell you, it's working like a charm. Okay, and the ramp is going to be available now. We're going to sell it not only at studio but also for personal studios, at home, and it works really well. So now that I have this, I can actually show you over here. Each ramp basically has the. Oh, that's what happened last time. Huh? Oh, Rome first. Oh, there you go. Yes. Now it's at home. Okay. So what I've done basically with the ramp is I've made the level just smaller. So I don't know if you can see over here, but right now it's at 0, and now it's 1. Pay attention to the back end over here. It's very small. So and then this is level 7. Now I'm going to lift it all the way up to level 7 over here. Super quiet. We have a new motor, super quiet. And then you have 2 remote control. You have your feather remote control, and then you have your wireless remote control, which control all of the machine. And then if you want to, you can also change your color, whatever you want, you know. I like that blue one. It's got a nice hue to it. This one is probably the brightest color. But anyway, so that is now available. It's working. I approved. The ramp was very significant for me because now I can actually finally start working on the M4. I've been talking about the M4 and the M5 for a very, very, very long time. And now we can finally do this on the M4 because the M4 is going to be the Megaformer with the ramp integrated into it. And then also the M4 will feature some of the same features of the Evo as well. Talking about the Evo and the Megaformer, basically, you're going to have two lines now to choose from. One line is your Microsoft line, and one line is your Apple line, okay? So the Megaformer is your Microsoft line. You can just add on, you can customize this bitch as much as you want. I'm going to have a lot of accessories. The M4 is going to grow into like a wild tree, and then you guys can have it whatever you want. Great. And then you have the Evo, and that's my fucking baby. You don't modify the Evo. You don't customize the Evo. The Evo doesn't come with the red handles on the back because I'm fucking done with that shit, okay? And then also, we don't have the bungee bar on the front. No more bungee bar because I hate that bungee bar, okay? Done. Everybody's copying it. Just like, I'm done with it. The Evo 2 is all about design and technology. So if you open a studio and you want the wow factor, you want to be on that block, you know, you have all these copycats. You want to open right here in the mecca of copycats. You go with the Evo 2 and you blow everyone out of the water because that machine is incredible. It's designed, it's the most beautiful machine I've ever made so far. And then the electronics are amazing, and especially that spring change. So you're gonna have you're gonna have to have two line now. You have a direction for the big machines. You have the Megaformer line and the Evo line. And the Evo is not a Megaformer, it's different, right? So you have now the Evo and the Mega. The Evo is the direction that ultimately I'm taking, okay? So eventually the Megaformer will come to a dead end. And the Evo, I'm going to take more the direction of that because you can just do more. Eventually, you'll be able to do more with it. But don't worry, we're not ending the Megaformer line anytime soon, okay? When I'm talking about 15, 20 years in the future, okay? I'm talking about a long time. So you have plenty of time for those machines. So anyway, so the ramp was very important for me because now that finally the ramp is done and now we're going into the M4, and then after that we can go into the M5. And then I've had a lot of people ask me about the Supra, and yes, I will continue my work on the Supra because now we finally got electronics that work, you know, and it's been a very long road with electronics. I got to tell you, man, but didn't realize it was going to be 10 fucking years. But now we're good. All right, so talk about the ramp, talk about the Evo 2 Mini Pro Mini. We are going to change the terminology of Lagree 2.0. When we go to Lagree 2.0, I'm going to spice things up a little bit. I'm going to start changing some names, especially with the obliques. We're going to start changing names. I'm going to start changing. We're going to keep scrambled eggs because I really like that name. But we're going to change certain names of the exercise. So that's going to come this year. I'm going to eventually do a complete rehaul of all the names of the exercise, and that's to signify Lagree 2.0. So for example, French twist is going to be French toast. Twister is going to be toaster. Yes, you're welcome. Kneeling torso twist is going to become the egg benedict or the benedict. So we have the kneeling benedict, we have the leaning benedict. So, and you guys, of course, don't have to adopt those names, but I am, okay? And yes, you're going to love this, and it's going to give you also more difference because what I've realized over the years is people love the scrambled eggs, they love the icebreaker, they love the sexy back because it's called the scrambled eggs, because it's called the icebreaker, because it's called the sexy back, and so on. So we are, I know, right? So breakfast item, I guess, you know, people like breakfast items, so I decided we're going to start making the change, but we'll do changes progressively over the next 2 years. So I will very soon as we have the Evo 2.0, I'm launching Lagree 2.0, and then we'll go right into the change of certain names. So I think you guys are gonna love that. Talking about new terminology, the golden angle. So I was in Doha to do training, And everybody wanted to meet me and go over the golden angle because they're like, I've heard about this golden angle. And I'm like, what the fuck is a golden angle? It's a 90-degree angle, guys. There's nothing magical about the golden angle except that it's a 90-degree angle. That's the angle at which you need to be. And I started to call the golden angle about 2 or 3 years ago because I'm so freaking tired. When I teach and I tell people to go to a 90-degree angle, it goes right above the head. People don't pay attention because they hear the term 90-degree angle all the time, everywhere, 90 degree, 90 degree. Okay, so they don't pay attention. But when you say the golden angle, people are like, oh my God, I got to pay attention. I want to be at the golden angle. And as a result, the effectiveness of the class go 300% up because now everybody wants to do golden angle. So I thought when I was in Doha, why not add more? So now we have a silver angle. So what's the silver angle? The silver angle is the alignment of the torso in the lunge because I'm so fucking tired of people lunging forward in the lunge. So now we have the silver angle. The silver angle is the torso being in an upright position. So when you do a lunge, you want to be at the golden and the silver angle. So these are going to be the new terms, and I'm going to update the teacher manual with these. Again, you're more than welcome to use them or not, but this is going to be the new terminology for trainers. And the other angles are the green and the blue line. So the blue line refers to because I couldn't call it the purple angle, or whatever. I have to call it, I use different names, right? So the blue line is going to be the alignment when you do a kneeling plank or wheelbarrow, because it takes me forever to get people, to correct people aligning the hips with the knees and the shoulders. So that's the alignment. That's the blue line now. And I guarantee you guys, when you start using this name in class and you tell people to go in the blue line, they will remember that right away. Even all these past years, you always try to get people to be in that perfect alignment, and you keep saying different ways, and you're trying to find different ways to connect the class and then tell them, how to be. Now you can use two words, blue line. That's it. Blue line, people remember that, and it's super effective. I've been using this literally for the past 3 weeks, ever since I got back to Doha when I teach at the Megaformer Studio. And literally, like yesterday, when I was teaching a class, when I said, okay, guys, go into the blue line, boom, for the first time ever in 23 fucking years, everybody got into the perfect alignment. Because now I actually gave a name to that specific alignment. I should have done this years ago. I'm really sorry, didn't realize how important name calling is. So because of that now, we're changing a lot of names. I realize that I need names that have nothing to do with the exercise, and I'm going to do a lot more than that. So there's going to be more development coming from this, and this is all packaged under Lagree 2.0. But again, remember, I'm launching Lagree 2.0 with a new remote control spring change, which is incredible. And that's launching Lagree 2.0, but you don't need the spring change, the remote control spring change, to start using the new terminology, okay? So I will send a newsletter separately. I will write the course. And so now we have the blue line, and also we have the green line. So the green line refers to the alignment of the ankle and the knee, or the knee and the ankle, when you do the lunge. For me, I spent a lot of time correcting people in the form when I do essentially two types of movement: the lunges and the wheelbarrow. This is when you spent a lot of time, when you waste a lot of time trying to align people in that perfect position. So now we have blue line, green line, silver, and golden angle. Okay. Maybe I'll find something else for another terminology. But I've been using these, and it's actually working really well. So I should have done that a long time ago. So that will be the new terminology for Lagree 2.0. And then I will let you know about the name, also the new name calling for the exercise as well. All right. Products. Do we have a rope over here or no? All right. So as you have imagined, so I started to work on the micro back in 2019, right? And then so 2019, I make the micro, and it realized that there was a serious potential with that machine. And then started to launch the micro literally in April 2020, right around COVID. A lot of people ask me if that was a response to COVID. No, that was just me thinking ahead because we needed a smaller machine, just because I've been developing machines that are getting progressively bigger and bigger and bigger. And now I realize that we need basically also a machine that goes on the other end. So all of the products that I'm developing now, the micro, the mini, all that stuff, this was already pre-COVID idea. This is not a response to COVID, by the way, guys. This was never a response to COVID. So because we're doing that stuff, I'm gonna start to do a lot more machines that can use both at home and at studios, right? This is something I've been using for a while, the ropes, okay? I love these. So you're gonna see, you can get these instead of using the handle. So whenever you do a sexy back, chest opener, anything, this is actually better for you because of the wrist. And I've been thinking about doing this for a long, long time, never got to it. But now since we have a lot of partners in Asia, in Vietnam and China, it's super easy for me to make that stuff. So you're gonna start seeing so many little products coming out like this. These are amazing, okay? I love these. And you're gonna see, you can use this both on any Mega, Micro, Mini, Pro Former, Evo, Supra, all that stuff. And I might do a combination of the rope with the foot strap and the handle, actually, so you get all three in one. But this is a new one, and I love this. I'm also going to do other products beside those machines. So this year we have a new machine called the Rhino coming. I'm not going to show it to you yet. I'll show it to you in the third quarter of this year. Rhino was developed by a buddy of mine, Octavio, and it's phenomenal. It looks like a skateboard, but it's not a skateboard because don't tell that to Octavio, he'll kill me if I say a skateboard. But it looks like a skateboard, but it's really much nicer, and you can do all kinds of stuff. So this is, again, for at home or whatever. That's coming out. I'm also developing a series of bungees with 2 clippers. So I don't know if you've seen that before or not. Most people in the industry will sell like a bungee with a handle like this, and originally I was going to do this, and then I realized, well, this is kind of stupid, because if you really want to have a different attachment than a handle, at least you have a double clipper. So right now I'm the only person who makes bungees with 2 clippers, and then these can also be used whenever you use, so I'm going to do 2 types of these ones. I have the bungees with the shroud, right? So this one has a bungee in it, and then there's going to be another one, which is going to be a spring in the shroud, and then a spring instead of the bungee. So it'll be a spring literally inside the shroud, and with 2 clippers on both ends. These are products that I'm going to sell online, and you can use basically as an add-on to your Mega Former or your Evo or whatever. Or I have other product that coming out. These are door mounts. So this one, for example, that fits on your door, right there. I don't know if you can see that. And it's got your attachments, and then you can actually just do this. So this is a little solution for at home. I'm not sure how much you guys are interested in that, but it's going to be great for at home. And then you have also your springs and your bungees that you can attach to that, but you can also use this for your Mega as well. So if you guys want to do, if you want to attach your bungees or your extra springs literally on the carriage itself, and you can do some arm work while you do the legs and stuff like that. So I think you will love those products with the class on the Mega. We have, I don't know if you saw that, of course, we have the inflatable pad. The one thing that is coming out, I hope by the end of the year, is this. For you guys have done the micro, I'm doing a rower. So the micro will become a rowing machine. So there's going to be an attachment you put underneath the micro, and you can turn your micro into a rowing machine. So I'm very excited about that one, because for those of you who want to do more cardio classes, you'll be able to do this with the rower. So I'm very excited about that. There's also going to be, I'm looking to my left over here because I have all my notes here. Pulley system, so that is coming. That's on the boat right now. So for those of you who have the micro, or for those of you who are licensing the micro, you will be able to have pulley cables that attach on the micro, and just like the Mini. So I'm gonna go in the back over here. On the Mini, the cables are already attached because one thing that I've learned from selling the Micro is the first thing you guys did when you got your Micro at home in 2020, the first thing you did, you started to add ropes to it and bungees and stuff like that, and you tried to find a way to turn your Micro into a Mega, which was not supposed to happen. You're supposed to leave the Micro, this tiny, perfect machine, and not to accessorize it. But no, everybody wanted the Micro to act like a Mega. So you started to go online and buy these like bungees, attach them to the carriage, and then you start to have all these arm exercise. And the response was just so overwhelming that I didn't really have a choice, but I had to make a better product. So I did the pulley system, and again, this was not supposed to happen for the Micro, but now you will have it literally at the end of this month because it's on a container right now, on its way here. So probably in February you'll be able to purchase the pulley system. What's going to be great with the pulley system is you can actually hang your Micro upside down or vertically against a wall or a door, and then you will be able to use the pulley and then use basically your pulley like triceps to do like tricep exercise and things like that. Again, I'll talk about this once we have it, so that way you don't have to imagine it and you can actually see exactly what I'm talking about. So the pulleys are coming for the Micros. They are on their way. They are on a ship in a container. They'll be here in February. The roller that will not be here until probably third or fourth quarter of the year. You have right now the storage bracket for the Micro if you want that. We're not going to have storage bracket for the Mini because the Mini, as you have it right now, so that Micro over here is a Micro number 4, and that's a Mini number 2 over there. That Mini is already 150 pounds. There you go. Thank you. Fantastic. Maybe what I'll do is this, so people can actually see. I'm going to turn this around. There you go. That is perfect. Thank you, Christian. All right, so there you go. Now you have a nice, you guys can see the Mini and the Micro here? Okay, so you can see a little difference, the platform. The Mini is going to have a few cosmetic changes. I don't like how Lagree is on it, so this is going to be removed, and we're going to make the lines a little smaller because it's too much white on the platform and the carriage, so I'm going to remove this. But let's go back into that top view over here. So now you have it. So that's the Mini, comes with the cables included. You can see the carriage, how much bigger it is. So the Mini is already longer than the Micro when the Micro has the rear platform. And you can add a rear platform to the Mini, by the way. So this is a Mini 2.0. Sorry, this is a Mini number 2 because it only has the handles attached to the machine. And then the Micro over here, that's a number 4 because it's got the 2 platforms and then it's got the handles as well. So the Mini and the Mini Pro will be sold the same way I sell the Micro, 5 possible configuration, because I think that was actually pretty successful that way. All right, I think that's it for like the new product. Something else coming out. So LagreeOD.com, guys. All right, so. Yes, I've been working on this different video platform. This is an amazing platform. So I had my buddy Milan work on it. We've been working on it for about 5 months. Been looking at how a lot of other subscription channels have done it. So remember, when you bought the Micro back in 2019, we didn't have any platform. Heather was really the first one to kind of spearhead the whole effort with Lagree at home. And then start to do Micro classes even before the Micro was really popular. So she's kind of had essentially the only video platform. But I've been looking at what she's done, and I've also looking, of course, at Peloton, and I've looked at other stuff. You know, Peloton, I like what they're doing, but the problem is this: it's just like when you guys are on a machine like the Mega or the Micro or the Mini, you're not facing one direction. You're never facing one direction. You know, you're facing all direction. You're on the front facing the front, you're on the front facing the back, you're on the back facing the front, you're on the back facing the side, you're on the side facing the front facing the back facing upside, and blah, 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 right? So you're facing all these different directions. So how can you find really a way to show this, you know, on TV? For me, I think the only way to do this is having multiple angles, multiple cameras. been toying with different ways of presenting the information, and then basically settled on Lagree OD. And then, sorry, kind of settled on the basic format. And now Lagree OD just basically went live today. There are going to be two websites. I have lagreehome.com, and then we have lagreeod.com. So lagreehome.com is really more of a teaching tool, and this one has all the animations and the avatar, and not very popular with clients, essentially. People like to be taught. They don't really want to watch an avatar, moving and stuff like that. So, but I'm going to continue Lagree Home. It's not available right now. I'm reworking the website, but it's going to be available, and that will be basically a teaching tool, I think, for licensees and teachers. I mean, I highly recommend Lagree Home when it's back online, because it's just a phenomenal tool to help you design and create your routines. Lagree OD has none of that stuff. It's all classes. But the reason why I'm bringing it up today is because you are going to be able, in about a week or so, to shoot your workout, upload the workout, and then sell your workout through a platform. So if you have like workout, if you've already recorded a bunch of workouts, upload them, and then we take a 30% fee on the thing, and then it's passive income for you guys. So if you've already shot, and we will send you, I will send all the information on the requirements for the videos, but that will be available to you, so you can literally use our platform to promote yourself, advertise yourself to the rest of the Lagree community, but also you can make some money. So if you have some really cool videos, then you get paid every single time someone want to watch it. So I think it's a phenomenal tool. So I'm very happy about that one. Lagree OD is going to feature a lot of stuff, guys. I mean, pretty much everything that I make and do on the e-commerce site will be available on lagreeod.com. So on Lagree OD, you'll have the mini classes, the mini pro, of course, your micro, you have Megaformer, Evo. We're going to start doing Megaformer and the ramp. You're going to have also, I was showing you these the bungees and the springs and all that stuff. You will see literally workout at home using a door with you can work on your arms and stuff like that. We'll have hotel workout, blah, blah, blah. So Lagree OD is going to become a huge platform, and it's basically the different ways you can Lagree on the different machines. So it's going to be phenomenal. And then it's going to be, of course, more development because the developer that I have working on that, they're really good, and they just want to do a bunch of really cool stuff with the site. So Lagree OD is available now, but it's growing, okay? So it's going to change tremendously in the next 12 months as we're adding content. We're here at the warehouse, we're shooting literally every day, and then every week we're uploading more and more and more videos. Yes. So yes, Nico. Yeah, you have a question. Sorry, I've kind of been ignoring the questions over here. So let me go over the questions very quickly. Go up. Yeah, go up in the thing. Okay. Let me read all the comments. Sorry, guys. You've been writing questions, and I'm totally ignoring it. What's the best way to use to us to learn the new terminology? The new terminology is going to be updated on the website on lagreefitness.com, and I'm also going to send a newsletter to tell you when I've actually wrote the new terminology in, so that way you can go and check it out. When will the new terminology be on the website? I will take care of it. I've already started to write it into some courses. Give me like a week or so for that to be done. For express and fifth lunge, would Silver still apply since we tell them to shift the weight forward? Yes, I mean technically for all the lunges, you are supposed to be in that alignment, in that particle. So when I teach the express lunge, for example, I have people really staying at that vertical angle. And that's why I tell people to go slow. This is why I tell them to stay in that alignment. And usually what's best is when people try to lunge, when they try to lunge really low and they don't have the flexibility or mobility in the hips, that's when they start to lean forward. So what you tell your clients is to not go as far down, but the most important thing is to keep that torso in the upright position. Now, I'm not saying that you cannot lunge leaning forward. Leaning is a modification. Leaning always has been a modification. I don't know when it became standard. I don't know which idiot started to promote that stuff. So when you do the fifth lunge and when you do the express lunge, you are supposed to be in a silver angle. And if you can't, you work on your range of motion until you can keep that vertical angle. It's very important because it's better for, first of all, the integrity of the spine, but you also get greater abdominal and glute activation if you actually stay in an upright position. You should create a poster that all the licensed studio can post in their space with visual. I have created a couple poster. I'm going to create another poster because, oh, I forgot about this. I'm going to add an 8th magic key. I almost forgot to talk about this. Today I decided, fuck it, let's do it. We have 7 now. Might as well go 8. Let's go for it. It's 2022. The 8th magic key is effective sequencing, because we have effective transition, but really, if you're going to start to talk about effective transition as a magic key, then we have to talk about the sequence. And your sequence has to be, and then I talk about the sequence all the time, how effective, how the flow is important, but we never really addressed it I've never really addressed it as a key. So starting today, 8 key, and which makes my job, fantastic, because now I have to go back and rewrite every fucking thing again. So fine, I'll do it. So now we have 8 keys. So magic 8, they're going to be in order. And Tate, I created a poster, but I'm going to have to rechange the poster, because essentially what I did is I did a poster that combines that basically, since Lagree, strengthen, tightens, and tone, and then you have your 3 S's. You have soreness, shake, and then sweat, right? And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, then it's probably time for you to go back to the website right now, okay? So what I've done is I've linked the keys, right, to the soreness, the shakiness, the shakes, the sweat and stuff like that. So I've created a poster for that. I'm just going to update the poster. As soon as the poster is done, I'm going to put it up on lagreefitness.com, and then you guys can finally have that. And then I will send you a separate poster if you want to have it displayed at your studio. And I think that's great, because that's for the first time where I'm actually now tracking the 8 keys with the soreness, the shake and the sweat, and then also the strengthening, tightening, and toning. And you can see which keys are responsible for what. And I think that makes the learning process just better. So we have an 8 key for that. Okay, on the little handles with the knob, do you need 2, or are they split like at the gym? On the little handle with the knob. Oh, you're talking about the rope? Oh, yes. No, I have only a single one. Sorry, I don't have a double rope. Yes, single one. And then, yeah, single one. They're not split. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. There's also one which you have like a ring in between, and then you can do the 2 like this. I will probably end up making a double one. So let's put it that way. So right now we only have this one, but we'll probably have a double. Mindy has a question. So chest up in all lunges. Yeah, exactly. You want to be basically in a vertical position. So chest up, correct. Chest upright in lunges. Chest is upright in lunge, but is a neutral spine, and then slight hinge at your modification. Correct. Andrea, what Mindy said, no leaning forward, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's good. And then go down to the next one. We have, yep, chest upright. Okay, the ramp, which machine can we attach this to? Okay, the ramp, you're going to be able to do the ramp on all the M3, M3S, M3K, M3X. And then right now I'm working on the ramp that is compatible with the Evo, because the Evo has also a different platform on the back. So right now I have to double check with the new Evo, or I'm going to have to get back to you on the, right now, all the Megaformers except for the M2 and the M2S. And then the Evo, I will let you know. I don't think the ramp is compatible with the Evo yet. But the Evo 2, you cannot put a ramp on the Evo 2 because the Evo 2 is on the monorail. So it's a whole different attachment. The Evo 1 has an M3 frame. So potentially, I think you could attach that ramp to the M3, the Evo. Okay. blah, blah, blah. Can we trade up the micro for mini? Yes, you can. We are going to honor this when the mini comes out for the first production batch, and then after that we won't. So pretty much the upgrade will happen this year, and then after that, starting next year, if you have a micro and you want to upgrade to a mini, you'll just have to buy a whole fucking mini. Just because it's just a lot of admin for us to keep track of all that stuff. Do micro instructors have to pay a license fee if they are teaching virtually? Yes, everyone. So I've been kind of lenient because of COVID and all that shit he brought on us. But this year I'm going to start to go down and on the Instagram and all that stuff. So absolutely, yes. If you teach Lagree commercially, there's a license. Sorry, guys. You know, I'm spending a lot of time and energy and money into developing this product, and the cost of the machine itself isn't just not covering all this R&D. So license, license, license. Everyone license. But when you teach virtually, the license fee is only $990 a year, less than $1,000. So it should not be an arm and a leg for you guys to teach on the micro at all. Are you? Thank you for clarifying. Are you doing another master certification this year? I am not sure. I'm not sure at all because this year I'm traveling a lot. I have a lot of places I have to go, and I'm not sure. And my priority this year is to shoot content for LagreeOD.com and to completely revamp the website LagreeFitness.com. So we're doing a complete overhaul on the website. We are integrating the Shopify account or e-commerce site with Lagree Fitness. But like I said, since we're moving to Lagree 2.0, I'm going to change the entire look and design on everything, and then also make sure that the new website works really well on your phone and your iPad and stuff like that, because right now it's a fucking nightmare, this website. So that will be done probably in the next few months. But this year, really, my focus is when I'm not traveling, is really to add a lot of content, more information, explain a lot more about the method. Because when I was in Doha and I did this 2-week intense training, I realized that there's a lot more information that I need to put because I change. I do things differently. You know, I don't teach the same way I've taught 2 years ago, 10 years ago. Things have changed a lot, partly because of the micro, partly because of other things, and things are changing. So I'm going to basically redo that, the information on this stuff. So for all of you right there, you know, reading this stuff, you might want to, once I've redone the Lagree Fitness website, maybe I'll do like another Zoom meeting and then go over all the major changes on that. It might be easier for you guys to understand, but definitely I do go on that website and I do add courses here and there, and so you should definitely just keep an eye on that. You know, from Transform, as we learn the new terminology, let's keep it within our studios. Don't post to Instagram because that's how you copycat and our move and cues. No, you actually want to promote that stuff. That's what helps me. That's what helps me protect those trademarks, is that you use them. If nobody uses trademarks, the trademarks are worth shit. So no, absolutely. The other, what I want is absolutely, once I've posted, I've made a change for these things, we're gonna make the biggest social media, you know, noise, because we are, you know, and then you know now that all the studios which are using the new terminology, there will be an addendum to your license as well, guys. It's an addendum just stating the change in trademarks, and you have to use that, absolutely, and use it on social media. That's the way I can defend you guys. And also, we know now, you know, all the Lagree studios which are up to date with the method will be using the new names, and that's how people know. So I'm definitely going to make a lot of noise on social media to let everyone know that these are the names that we use. Trust me, copycats, they're evil. They're fucking sneaky bastards, right? They don't need you to post on social media. They come incognito into your studio. They take pictures. They go under a false name. We have a lot of people from Solidcore coming to our studio, and then when we catch them, they're like, "Oh, Solidcore. I don't know about that place. Well, aren't you the PR for Solidcore? Oh, maybe, you know." And so people are very shady, that stuff, you know. So no, it's just there's no way you want to hide this stuff. You want to put it out there. This is going to be for you guys. What I want to do, is really continue making the method more unique and more authentic. And the more you guys go out there and promote the uniqueness and authenticity of the workout, the easier it is for me to protect all these names and these IPs. So if you guys do not use that stuff, it's literally useless to us. So I want you to promote that stuff. Absolutely. How much further down the pipeline would you be an Evo 2 if ordered against an M3K today? Oh, boy. I told Sarah I was going to have the Evo 2 literally like 2 weeks ago, I was going to have one. And then I talked to Todd, and then Todd is just like asking me questions that are really scaring me right now. Things went over a long time ago. So supposedly, I'm supposed to get now an Evo sometime this month. I hate that, It's like, oh, tomorrow you have it for sure, and then after tomorrow, maybe. It's kind of that mentality. So I would say right now, if you need to order equipment, order an M3K Plus as of today. And next week, I may get my Evo 2. I'm calling Todd literally every other day, and I'm this nagging, wife, say, hey, where's my Evo 2? Where's my Evo 2? Where's my Evo 2? Because I need my fucking Evo 2, So I will do my best to stay on him and to do this. But really, it's an amazing machine, So I would say that if you need to order your machines today, but you're opening in September, October, then you can wait a little bit. You can wait maybe another month or two, because it's not that bad. But you need machines like in April or May, then go for an M3K Plus, literally, because the Evo also requires the triangular grip. It comes with it, and that's basically one of the holdback is that fabric, is that material to do the triangular grip. So everyone that uploads a video to your site needs a license. Yes, if you are going to teach Lagree commercially and you are going to be uploading videos to Lagree OD, you do need a license, absolutely, because that's going to be one of my selling points is everyone who are posting the videos on Lagree OD is not only a Lagree certified, but also a license. You do want that, trust me. To clarify to my poster, Tate, to clarify, my poster suggestion, I was specifically referring to the lines and angles. Sure, I can do that too. I can make a poster. I'll make a poster for the lunge and a poster for the wheelbarrow, and I will go and then put what is the green line, silver angle, golden angle, and I will put on the wheelbarrow for the blue line. That's a great idea. So I will do that. And Tate, do me a favor and send me an email right now so I don't forget, because I'll just copy and paste, and then Milan can do that actually. I fucking hate solid core. Yes, yes, I think we're all in agreement with this one. Thank you. Yes, fucking Todd, yes. Sorry, Seb, can you explain the golden angle again? No problem. The golden angle is this, is when you lunge down and you literally have, so on the right leg over here, you have your right hip that disappear behind the right knee, right? And it looks like the hamstring is kind of hanging like meat, but that's the golden angle. So your right knee is right above the right angle, and your right hip is behind the right knee. If I'm doing the golden angle on the right leg, forget about my left leg, okay? But that's the golden angle. I've always told people to go down to a 90-degree angle when lunging, but for whatever reason, they don't pay importance to it, because I think a 90-degree angle is a common name. It's like rain, But if you call acid rain, oh my God, oh shit, that's really bad. And so now you start to pay attention because it's like acid rain. So that's what I did with the names, When I teach my classes, it drives me fucking nuts that I have 18 people taking my class for years, the same fucking people taking the same class, and I constantly have to talk about the same fucking body alignment. How many fucking times do I need to go over about this? How many times I need to explain on the wheelbarrow that the hips are aligned, the knees and the shoulders. So it doesn't work. So now say, go into the blue line, and ta-da! The blue line works. It's exactly like in 2006. I had the Proformer, and I keep telling people, do not bring the carriage all the way to the platform. Leave it about 6 inches. Nobody fucking listened. Everybody, the carriage brought to the platform. So where did I go? I went to the hardware store, and I grabbed some stickers, red stickers. I cut them up, put them on a rail, And literally, the next class, I told people, don't go over the red zone. And guess what? No one went over the red zone. Now people were finally listening to my command. Amazing, right? So people need those cues. We cannot use a common terminology when we talk about Lagree, because Lagree is a super fucking technical workout. I've always tried to thought to myself, well, we're not as technical as yoga and Pilates. Fuck yes, we are. Okay, it's just we are technical. So how do you convey, angles, and also the angles that we use are not they're not foreign. We talk about 180-degree. We have in a straight alignment. We have a 90-degree angle, parallel angle, perpendicular angle. This is simple stuff. It's everyday stuff. But that's the problem. It's everyday stuff, so people don't really pay that much importance to it. So we have to rename those because these are important angles for us. Now, don't worry. I'm not going to come up with 30 different type of angles. We're not going to have a purple line, a purple angle, a champagne angle. Whatever, okay, you see what I'm talking about, the rainbow angle, okay? None of that stuff is going to happen, okay? But there's a few key angles that are really important, okay? So I might come up with maybe 3 or 4 more, okay? But it'll be less than 10, trust me. And so using the golden angle, silver angle, blue line, green line, I think these are really good reference when you teach a class. And remember that I teach 18 people in class, okay? When I teach on the micro, I sometimes 65 people in class. So I need this quick reference. I don't have time to keep repeating and repeating. And when I use this new terminology, it actually facilitates the job of teaching. Because one thing I think is clear for you guys is right now Doha has 20 megaformers. I'm on looking for the next studio, which is going to have 22 megaformers. That's the only thing that matters to me. Who is going to have more megaformers on the next studios? Okay, follow that guy, because eventually I want one studio with 40 or 50 megaformers, not 40 or 50 micros, not 40 or 50 minis. I'm talking about 40, 50 megas or Evo in class. And this will come. This day will come. Right now people say, you can't really teach 16 people on megaformer. Yeah, if you teach 12, what's the difference between 12 and 16? 4 idiots, okay? Honestly, if you have the technology, that allows you to teach that stuff, why not have 100 people in class? I wanted to, one day I'll have 1,000 people taking the micro class, because that's how I think and I learn from it. And then I pass on all the bullshit onto you and I say, do this, don't do that. And if you ask me why, I say, well, then try it yourself and then see what happens to you. Same shit will happen to you. It happened to me. So that's what I do. I put myself. That's why I did, 18 people in 25-minute class. Now we have a 25-minute workout. Okay. All this stuff is available to you. By the way, when you have the ramp over here, you can do workout that are 50, 45, 40, 35, 25-minute workout. Absolutely. The ramp gives you that opportunity to do not only something completely different, but also to compress the workout. Because the one thing that is that we kind of left to void in LA is we had the Supra, we had a 25-minute workout to the Supra, and the classes were taking off. People love the 25-minute workout. That's the future of fitness. For me, as far as in-studio workout, the 25-minute workout is the future of fitness. So now we have it, okay? And especially the remote control spring change, super easy to teach this workout. So I'm putting out there, I love to challenge myself. So I learn from it. I develop better technologies. I repackage everything and then just present it to you. And whenever you guys are ready, then you can. You're not stuck in one direction, okay? We've had a lot of people from the Pilates industry right now joining force with Lagree, because Pilates to me is dead and it's just like stagnant. It is no more ideas coming out. Now you have something called progressive Pilates, which is basically another version of Lagree, but you can't call it, at least they're not calling it Lagree based, but that's because it's it, you're always going to have a certain crowd that loves the Pilates, the real Pilates. But the majority of people, they want to sweat, they want to shake, they want to get sore, they want to work out, And so for me, I have to be always thinking about the newer thing out there, because I know the market very well, and that's the direction that we're going. Doha, they open over there, they put 23 megaformers with the ramp. For them that was clear. They didn't want to do the megaformer without the ramp. They just like, this is what we think is the future. So the electronics, everything like this has a big importance in the future. How about those Google ads? How can we watch our wagon to that train? How can we attach our wagon to that train? I have no idea what that means. How about those Google ads? How can we attach our wagons to? Okay, you have to explain to me this one. Huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tell me over the microphone. How much will each video cost to view? That's gonna. I think we're gonna put maybe like $4.99 or something like that. I don't think you want to go like super heavy, super expensive. It's gonna have to be, I think, less than $5, for people to either to rent it or to watch it. I'll see. I might give like different options for that, but I will have those numbers for you. But I don't think if you, we'll allow some people to put the price that they want, but I think you have to keep in mind that our subscription is $9.99 to have access to all the videos that we produce. So I think that if you really want to sell or rent your videos, accept a lower number, and anyway, see what works, what doesn't. I mean, that's going to be like a literally trial and error thing. So I can't really be too specific on that yet. Rainbow angle for reverse kneeling crunch. You like that, huh? Okay. Hang on a sec with Britt. Hey, let's talk about hinging forward on lunges and when it's appropriate and when it's not. Hinging forward in a lunge, that's a modification, period. If someone has really tight hips, they can barely move, and sometimes they have to adjust the position. But when we talk about hinging forward, I'm talking about a small hinging. I see people literally go into like that kind of position when they go into a lunge. I'm like, what the fuck, guys? What is this? It's just like you go long jump. Okay, I have my skis and I prefer to jump off that ramp right over here. That is leaning way too much. I'm talking about a small hinge forward. Okay. Majority of Pilates studios out there today are contemporary. Lagree with different names. Yes, listen, so I made a pretty incendiary video in October, Lagree versus Pilates, and we had so many reposts, and we had 300 or 400 negative comments on that, and I left them all because it was wonderful to see the Pilates industry coming together. And so I have more videos for them. And then as a result, we had this one person who came in and she does a lot of training for Balance Body. So Balance Body owns the website Pilates.com. So that's there. And we also have, she's also doing all the master training for START, or maybe not START, I think Pilates Anytime, and maybe START actually, 2 or 3 other major companies, right? And I'm not going to say her name because, I don't want to get her in trouble. And she agreed with a lot of what I said. I think Pilates has kind of lost its identity. And I did that, I changed that. She agreed that because of my reformer classes, which I started in 1998, right? And I started to do this stuff, not in the reformer classes. I started this like in 1999, yeah. But anyway, so she told me, there's only a few studios really interested in just doing the true classic Pilates, but a lot of Pilates studios out there are now just changing the method, and they're doing it because that's what the client demands. So I can't be mad at them, but that's what it is. Me, my only beef is don't call me Pilates. That's it. Do not call Lagree Pilates. Don't say it's Pilates on steroids, Pilates on growth hormone, Pilates for important people. This was cute way back then, but now we are our own separate fucking workout. The Megaformer was #1 word search on ClassPass in 2019. Pilates is not being copied right now. If you look at all these idiots copying the machines, they're copying the Megaformer. They're not copying the Reformer. The Reformer is passé. It's over. We've surpassed it. So my only beef with the Pilates industry is don't call me Pilates or Pilates based, okay? The equipment is based on the Reformer. No problem. I've always supported that. But we use bodybuilding trained techniques. We don't use Pilates trained techniques, on the machine. So I'm going to do more videos to explain that. And I think that a lot of people, and it's funny because in following that video, we now have a lot of Pilates studios following us, and we have actually a lot of Pilates studios buying now the Megaformer and things like that. That is not what I did the video. It's just for me, I just want to keep Pilates and Lagree separate. And good luck to Pilates. don't care what happens with this. Me, I want to make sure that people understand that we're standing on the workout. We had the Zoe report that came out, I think, like a week or two ago, and they call it the new Pilates. There's no such thing as new Pilates. Pilates is fucking Pilates. Okay, it's Joseph Pilates. He spent his whole fucking life developing an incredible method, and that's it. There's no evolution from that. Whatever Joe decided Pilates was, that's it. Then there's no more. Me, I like the equipment. I don't care about the method. I only like the equipment because I thought it was pretty genius to use the fucking springs. I don't think Joseph realized what he was doing because there's absolutely and I've read the books that he wrote, and there's nowhere on any Pilates site, there's nowhere an explanation about why the springs are so good. And actually, the person from Balanced Body loved my video about the spring because he's like, you know what? No one has actually put any thought and attention to explain why the spring works so well. I'm like, yes, motherfucker, the spring is an amazing thing. You should see the machines I have right there. None of them are the reformer. They're all bodybuilding machines using springs. Fucking amazing. Amazing. The spring is an amazing. The springs for me, that's the future of fitness altogether. High intensity, low impact. So I agree with you that statements that a lot of Pilates studios today do no longer teach the Pilates method, and that's why I think those Pilates studios got really offended by my statement when I was saying that Pilates is not an intense. Well, they might teach a high intensity Pilates, but that already is an oxymoron. Okay, there's no such thing as high intensity Pilates. So that is, if people want to modify the Pilates method, great, but it's no longer Pilates. Okay, that's it. Call it something else, and that's what I'm doing something different, and it's called Lagree. Do you find that Lagree method is watered down because so many studios teach the method in so many ways? Yes, Nicole, absolutely. Absolutely, and that was the reason why I joined Danielle into the Megaformer studio, and I'm part owner of that because I want to show all the licensee really how the studio should really be done. You guys can do whatever you want at your studio. I've never questioned that, but the problem is now there's so many copycats. There's so many studios doing their own thing that people just don't know what the fuck it is anymore. All that I know is people who go to our studio, they ask us why no more studios teach the way we do, and they complain about some of the studios. So I've always made myself available. I keep changing and updating the method, and sometimes I'm wondering, why am I doing this for? Is it doing it for me? But that's part of me. That's who I am at the core. It's for you guys, and you take and you leave whatever you want. But if you really want to make some money, if you really want to succeed, if you really want to take your studio to the next level, please listen to what I'm saying. I'm not going to tell you something that I'm not doing myself. Everything that I'm talking about today, I'm doing myself, and it works. All of that works. And I see studios who do really well, who make over $100,000 a month. And I do see some studios who do really poor and they make $10,000 a month. And it's not the method. The method fucking works. The machine fucking works. It's how you present it. And at one point, you're going to have to realize, you know what, maybe I need to do things differently. And maybe I need to pay attention to what Sebastian is doing because of all this year, he's constantly thriving. We have a powerful backer in Doha now. So this is great. I'm very happy that the Megaformer studio is going to be opening at a lot of locations. And then hopefully you guys will be able to use that as an inspiration, but I'm really trying to make the method, I'm really trying to explain the method as best as I can. And then today, there's no better time to be joining Lagree because there's so much more information. I feel sorry for Christy and some of the first licensees in 2006 because when they became licensee, they got like a tiny book with 30 pages. That was it, And you guys have a lot to choose from, okay? You're welcome. But yes, I think it's time for some licensees to start to get together with the method and then really to embrace Lagree and embrace Lagree as of today, not Lagree 5 years ago, Lagree today, because we're changing a lot. A lot of things are changing. We are moving forward, and as long as I'm alive, things will continue to progress forward because we're doing a good job right now. We're really we're opening in so many states. We're opening in so many countries. The opportunities are so freaking incredible, and that's because the workout. Pay attention to what's going on in the marketplace, and I'm acting, and I'm not even acting, I'm proactive, as you saw with the micro. So if you're gonna listen to one person in the fitness industry, that should be me. Uh, Master training through the HQ. So last year I did a master level 3 training. Okay, I did that for several reasons. Number one is we just have too many studios opening. There's too much of a requirement for more master trainers. And then I have Andrea with me. I have Heather. I have a few people, but these people also have a life. They don't want to be like Sharni. Sharni is every day. She's on a fucking different city. She's a different place. I feel bad for Sharni. Literally, she never see her husband. She never sees her whole life. She's just like going on the road. Um, I did that for 3 months, and that was it for me. Back I think in 2007, I started to do. When I started the license started to kick in. And I would be gone like week after week, and I thought like, oh, I'm gonna go to Dublin. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there. Wow, it's fucking excited. After 3 months, I'm like, oh, fuck this shit. Well, who else? Who can I send to go all these places? Because you live from airport to airport, it sucks. So I did the master level 3. We have about now 20 new master trainers from different places, in different parts of the world. And so now, they're all good. They're all great. I love my master training team. And so you can contact them. You can do training with them. Don't fucking hire people like Kai or Piper or these fucking idiots. Come on, guys. These people are no longer working for me for a fucking reason, okay? And Kai, I had to fucking sue that guy, okay? Because Kai gave us such a bad fucking name. And then he got in trouble with some of the licensees as well. And I know some people here on this thread would love to talk about what Kai did at their studio, but they're not. So I'm telling you right now, don't hire people like him at your studio, period. It's only going to make things worse at your location. Trust me, okay? There's a reason why some people were never master trainers. So Kai was never a master trainer for Lagree. Never happened. It will never fucking happen. And then there's a reason why I let go of Piper. There's a reason why I get rid of Natasha. I'm not going to go into the reason why, but if the reason they're no longer working for me as a master trainers, you should probably not hire them, and you should probably not listen to this information. Because do you want to teach a studio in the past or in the future? Because me, I'm about the future. You can ask Andrea. My mind is 20 years ahead from here. That's why you love all the stuff. This is why when the COVID came in, I had the micro ready for you. Not because I had a fucking crystal ball and I'm out there doing black magic and I'm just like, I had my blood and I killed a cat and I skinned this and whatever and this demon appeared and so you need to make the micro because next year there's going to be this worldwide virus, That never fucking happened. I'm a forward thinker and all the things that I'm doing are going to benefit you at some point. So listen to me. Don't listen to these guys, And if you want to, it's up to you. I've said my piece right here in this thing, okay? But what I do is effective. I don't do anything that is not effective. Period. That's how I move. I'm a very logic person. 1 + 1 = 2, not equal 3. Okay. So that's the new math for some people. If they want it, fine. But I'm old school with this. I only do what's effective, and I've created this market within this industry. And and you guys have to listen, because there's a lot of opportunities, out there. Do you find that agreement? Okay, go down. John Reedy. For those still on Mind Body, you should lobby them to create a Lagree specific methodology instead of. Yes, I agree. I've asked. So that's if you guys want to start a petition. Hang on a sec. If you guys want to start a petition to have Lagree as its own category, just like we have on ClassPass. Absolutely, I think it's better that way. I hate to be put in that fucking Pilates category, and I'm sure a lot of Pilates studios also hate it as well. Maybe there should be required refresher course for certified instructors to make sure everyone keeps up. John, I think it's fantastic. I'm not gonna tell people when they should have another refresher training, but I think that if you're really serious about the method, you should at least do it once a year, at least, if not twice. Will you be visiting Lagree Studios to help licensee promote their studio? It depends. It depends. I'm traveling a lot this year, so I'm kind of always a little bit, and especially with COVID, it's not that great to travel. Like right now, I have to go back to Doha, and I just find out that the first 2 days I'm going to be stuck in a room quarantining, and I can go anywhere. So, yeah, me. Christy, there are so many studios that post these crazy videos on IG that are not following the method, going fast, making up crazy, blah, blah, blah. It causes confusion of what Lagree is. Not sure there's a way to call the studio out, but it definitely causing confusion. Yeah, you know what? I think that's a good idea. You know, when you see like a video and things like that, you know, you can call it out, and you can actually just tag my name on that. And I'm always happy to chime in a conversation and to help people. Now, also, I want to let you know that some people do speed up their videos. Okay, they don't go. Okay, so I've seen videos like that, right? So remember, like sometimes they kind of speed up the routine. Um, Alicia, I went to a few studios in LA, including the Megaphone studio, and the sequencing was off. Left leg, left core, upper body random, left leg move random, leg core back to original. What is happening? I am not sure. You know what? Just if I know teachers hate to call on the teachers, but you know, when I read something like this, I need a teacher, so I need to go and talk to them because actually I've heard that from someone else not too long ago at the Megaformer studio, and since I'm part owner of that location, I definitely want to know whose trainer it is so that I can address that. Okay, loyalty, yes, you know, it's all about loyalty, guys. There's no strength in number anymore. There's only strength in loyalty. Um, Will the website videos be updated along with Lagree 2.0 exercise name? Yes. So I will do that. Absolutely. So Lagree OD will have update names, stuff like that. Are you talking about something different with the website videos? Oh yeah, you're talking about the LagreeFitness.com. Yes, absolutely. MindBody owns ClassPass. I know, right? That kind of sucks. I don't know how I feel about this, guys. It's like, you know, now ClassPass knows how much you're making because from MindBody. So if you're on MindBody and in ClassPass, now they know exactly how much money you're making and all that stuff. They literally have an inside view on how you operate. Maybe it's time to go to Mariana Tech. You know, that's who we join. You know, Mariana Tech, to my opinion, is a better booking agent than MindBody. And and at least then at that point, ClassPass won't know how much money you're making. But right now, yeah, MindBody bought ClassPass, so MindBody literally knows how much money you make, so they can literally just fuck you how many ways they want. I honestly, I don't even know who the first person thought it was okay to let some idiot get between them and their clients. Honestly, I would have never done that. I don't know who thought it was okay to do this. You know, all these studios joining ClassPass are completely giving up their clients to ClassPass. They're literally at the mercy of ClassPass. Great idea. All right, a separate category on MindBody would help with the distinction. Yeah, but I mean, however you guys want to help with this, that'd be great. Hope you will have another master training this year. I'm not sure. Next year for sure. I'll speak to both Shawnee and myself that we both love what we do and are available for training. Who's that? Oh, Andrea.
Me.
Yes.
We don't mind work. We're trying.
Okay, I second that. I would love to do master teacher training. Okay. Tate. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, go down. Also available for teacher training. Blah, blah. Okay, go down. Can we petition ClassPass to pay all Lagree Studio the same? Yeah, you can totally do that. Which Mega will have the roar? No Mega Former will have the roar. It's going to be the micro. I mean, maybe I'll make a super Mega Former, which has a ramp and the roar and everything, and maybe also like a little place where you can sit or sleep, and a little fridge and the whole fucking thing. No, I'm just kidding. What are people thought about all Lagree Studios leaving ClassPass? You can do that. That would definitely be they would definitely get their attention for sure. If you all threaten to leave, yeah, because basically, the Mega Former is the most searched word on ClassPass, so there's definitely a relationship there. Worst acquisition for fitness studio owner period. I have also moved to Mariana Tech. Yeah, a lot of people like Mariana Tech. You know, Danielle loves it. She always, you know, talks about it. I think there's another one too. I forgot the name, but Mariana Tech seems to be the one. If Oligo Studio leave ClassPass, okay, I'll go back down. If you're interested in signing a petition, yes, thank you, Nicole. Yeah, that'd be great if you want to do that. All right. Oh my God, it's already 6:21. Damn. You know, I'm not going to keep you up too long. Two more things I'm going to talk about. Um, Events, micro events. We have San Diego coming up on January 22nd. We're doing something for Long Beach. I'm not sure if Long Beach is going to happen. We're working on Vegas. I'll be in Tokyo doing a micro event class. In February, I'll be in Doha doing a micro event class. So that's going to be cool. We do it for Sports Day in Doha. Tokyo will do one, and then we'll have some more micro events, but I'm not really sure because I'm traveling a lot this year. So, and then I'm going to be gone October, November, December also this year. So my time is a little limited. New Lagree Fitness website, social media. Yeah, guys, you know, let's support each other, band together. Let's follow each other, comment, like the pictures, you know, and remember that there's, you know, loyalty. There's strength in loyalty, not in numbers. And then me, you know, I'm always available. If there's anything I say today and you want more information on that, you want to have a chat with me, absolutely. You know, I'm here for you. I'm here to help you guys. You know, I know I'm just not a pretty face. Okay, I do have a brain, and then you know, and I know a lot of you, you know, really look at me and the equipment that I make, but fuck, I also know the business of it, okay? And I know the business inside out, all right? And I also know the evolution of it. And I've done this for 20 fucking 3 years. So if you have any ideas, if I'm behaving a certain way, you should probably pay attention why I'm doing this, okay? You know, because I'm moving where money is, and I'm not going where money is not, okay? I'm never going to put money into something that is not going to bring money back. You know, for me, I spent a lot of time on the ramp because I know the ramp is eventually going to yield. 10 years. That's how patient I am with the project. Okay. Supra, the Ultra, I haven't forgot about those machines. I have a big, you know, I have a huge project list, you know, ahead of me. And I'm going to do every fucking thing because no one else is going to do it other than me. But I know my stuff. Okay. So if you have any questions, ask me. Okay. Because I have answers for you guys. Right. There's like over 500 locations worldwide. The workout is going phenomenally fast now. And I talk to so many people in other industries, other things, whatever. I have a lot of knowledge that I'm just willing to share with you because I want all of you to be successful, not just some of you, all of you to be super, super successful. All right. And then Kim, you have a question about Google Ads, and that'll be the last one because I got to go after this one. What's up with the Google Ads? What's the questions about Google Ads? Is Kim still here? Kim?
I'm still here.
Okay.
How do we hook our wagon to your Google ads? Am I the only one seeing them? They're fabulous. They're popping up on YouTube, and I think it's a great tool to spread the word.
Yeah, I love Google Ads. I'm doing Google Ads for the micro, so absolutely, yes. Yeah, you guys can go out there and then just, you know, take your own ads. That is the one thing do not ask me about because I actually have hired people for that because I don't understand any of that fucking coding, you know. That I swear, this is like, you know, 20 years ago, advertising was so much easier. Today, it's just like, whoa, it's just like, where do you put your advertising dollar? And I tell you, probably the best way to put your advertising dollar is in your studio by creating an amazing fucking experience that everybody wants to talk about. That's what I always go back toward because we're selling a lot of stuff, but it's all word of mouth. You know, for us, the way we sell the micro, even the mini, you know, how we expand is all word of mouth. So I've got, you know, for the past year, I've got into now the social media advertisement and the internet, all that stuff. don't really quite understand how they all like do this stuff, but Google Ads have been very good. Yes, I would not spend money into Facebook and Instagram ads because everyone else is doing this, and it's literally just, I think, a waste of dollars. But what I would do for you guys is definitely spend money into a search engine optimization and with Google Ads. That's what I would do. Absolutely, that is a good, I think, marketing strategy to promote your studio. Absolutely. All right, Karen can talk about it. Karen Roberts says, if anyone wants to talk about ads, paid media, I've been doing it for 11 years. Thank you, Karen. Yes, all support, all of that. I would love to be able to do a Zoom meeting on this, but I cannot host a meeting because I don't know any of that stuff. All I'm interested in is the ROI. That's it. So I want the X20, whatever. Yeah, things have changed a little bit with the online. But Karen, absolutely. If you guys want to talk to Karen, that's totally fine. Okay, guys, listen. It's been an hour and a half. Thank you so much for staying on it for as long as you have. I will probably do another one once we have the Evo 2 and the Mini Pro, because I do want to go over those machines, because at the end of the day, for me, that's what I love to do. Is I love to create, I love to make machines, and especially because once you see the Evo 2, then you'll be able to imagine a little bit what the M4 is going to look like, and then the M5 and all these machines. So I'm very excited to talk about that. All right, guys. Well, this has been a long day for me, so I love you all. Thank you so much. Mahalo. Thank you. And then I'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye, guys.